I'm David Birch, and I am a trained potter, but I think of myself now more as a designer. My first experience of pottery was the first art school I went to, and it was very much using a wheel, hand throwing, pulling handles, etc. But I think that shape design is my real forte. And I think when I was a student at the Royal College, I took that to another level. I was able to take that to another level. And at the end of that, the college had got a letter from the Indian government asking if they had a graduate that had got industrial experience, and would he like to go and write a paper on various factories in northern India. So I said, when do I pack my bags? And what I found was a small family-run practices, very much handmade, but industrially handmade as well. When I came back, I was approached by a company that had bought the site of London Pottery. After 4 years, I'm not renewing my contract. The offer is not good enough. London Pottery is going to be born. Potteries along the side of the Thames were vital, and because we were in Wimbledon, I thought we're still south of the Thames, so we'll call it London Pottery, and that's it really. London Pottery literally started off on the kitchen table. We had a little kiln at the back. Bridget, my wife, was working. She was paying for the roof over our heads, and then Bridget joined me, and she was very much hands-on like me. But I have to say now, without Bridget, there'd be no London Pottery, absolutely categorically. And so I first went to Taiwan for about 6 weeks, and the factory I work with now, I've been working with for 20 years, and I know the modelling department and they know me. So when I send them drawings, for instance, of new shapes, then those drawings are really very accurately interpreted. For me, a teapot is something that has a relationship. The spout has a relationship to the belly of the pot, to the handle, to the lid, and ultimately to the functionality of the pot. The relationship is one of balance. I can think of a couple of very successful companies that have made teapots, and it's the wraparound print that sold the teapot. It's not the shape of the teapot. Whereas what I try to combine is the two. Right, so this is the 2-cup farmhouse filter teapot, and I'm going to now fill that with some jasmine tea. It just smells absolutely superb. So 1, 2, and I always give a little bit because I like it quite strong. A bit more. And now boiling water is then poured in. And I put the lid, locking it in to the filter so they can't fall out. So the tea has now brewed, and I'm just about to pour. Delicious. The farmhouse was very much homage to leaf tea. Farmhouses had very, very utilitarian, functional teapots, and that's what this is really. This shape embodies that very British, tried and tested 19th century teapot shape, with the difference being the filter and is very 21st century. There's a slight nudge on the handle there to make it so it doesn't slip. I've tried to do that when I designed the complementary mug that goes with it. I love detail. I'm not one of these artists that sits and sketches roughly. And it's almost like I've not gone away from that first period of seeing something and drawing it. In everything I do, it's the attention to detail, yeah.